What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel DC Comics Multiverse Wonder Woman series. We're going to be having a look at the Build-A-Figure of Ares. Now here we do have all the components to Ares. You can see his torso, his head, his arms, his sword, legs, and lower torso are already here. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get this guy fully assembled, and then we'll go on to the rest of his review. So sit tight, everyone. And here we have Ares fully assembled, and let's actually bring out his one and only accessory. He does come with his nice evil looking sword, and let's actually have a look at it. Now it does have quite a little bit of detail on it. If we can show that off, you can see it is a black plastic, but they did dry brush some silver paint apps on it, so that's pretty cool. And then as you can see, it does fade from black all the way to red. So that looks really nice. And it does fit in either of his hands. Let's actually zoom the camera out. I think I'm going to have my Ares displayed with it on the right, and it kind of screws into his hand. That's actually kind of strange, but yeah, we do have Ares with his sword, and he looks really nice with it. I think Ares turned out really, really nice. He's a fantastic looking figure, and I really do like the paint apps on him. Getting the sword out of his hand. Like I said, it kind of does screw into his hand, so if you're having problems getting it in his hand, just try screwing it in and it should go in no problem. Let's actually get a look at his detail, because he does have quite a bit of detail on him. Moving the camera up so we can see his head sculpt, which I think is really nice. You can see he does have some menacing eyes in the back right there. So that looks cool, and then the mask that he's wearing looks so threatening and evil. It's really ominous looking. I really do dig it. You can see he does have this black armor with metallic blue and silver dry brushing. You can really notice it under these lights, and it looks really nice. And that just goes all over his armor, as you can see. It is a little heavy right here on his abs. Kind of wish it was heavier right here on his chest. But then he is wearing this, I don't want to say it's a cape, but it is this like fur that's draped over his shoulder. And then I think these are keys. I don't know exactly what they're for. Then we have this band that he's wearing, and then his armor connects to it. Again, that paint continues from the metallic blue to the black, so I really do like that. We get to his greaves, which continue that paint apps, and you can see all the damage on his armor. And then he has bare feet. So that's an interesting thing to note about Ares. So let's actually get Ares standing in the back right here, so we can just show off exactly how much taller he is than your standard Wonder Woman figure. So let's stand Ares right there. And here we have Wonder Woman posed next to Ares, and you can see Ares is much taller than Wonder Woman, and I do like that. I don't know exactly how tall he's going to be in the movie. The Lego set that he comes with shows he's going to be really tall, but then this figure is, I think this is a really decent size for Ares. I mean, if he can grow and shrink, I think this is how a perfect stands for how he appears in the movie up until the point where he grows. I don't know, I haven't seen the movie, but that does seem like a logical choice. But again, really, really liking this figure. And he does have quite a bit of articulation, a little more than most of the other Wonder Woman figures, so let's actually show that off. He does have a ball jointed head, so he can look up really well, down. Can't really tilt his head side to side, but he can turn his head left and right. Although it is a little hindered because of this fur piece. It is not a soft plastic. It's actually a really rigid, firm plastic, so you're not going to get much posability out of that. Which is a little unfortunate because he has a lot of range in the head. It's just disappointing that it is hindered by that piece of fur right here. Arms on a ball joint, they go out, although they're really stiff on mine. They do go out. They would go out further, but like I said, they're really stiff on mine, and I really don't want to force the joints to go too far, because then they'll probably break on me. His arms would do a full 360. they are hindered by the armor, and all you really need is Ares to pick his arm up to about right here. You don't really need to be having his arm do a full 360. He has a bicep swivel. He is single jointed in the elbow, which does give you about 90 degrees. He swivels at the gauntlet, which again, no idea why this gauntlet swivel even exists. If he couldn't turn his wrist, I would understand, but he does have a swivel in the wrist. And it's the same for both arms. He also does have a mid-torso ball joint, which goes forward and back, side to side. It does swivel, so we get a lot of good range of movement there. He also does have a waist swivel, which I do like. Legs go forward to about that far, go back about that far. So you really don't get him walk in any dynamic walking poses, but his legs do go out to about that far. He swivels at the thigh on both legs, single jointed in the knee. No boot swivel, but he does have a hinge in the ankle, which works really well. And no type of rocker ankle, which is a little disappointing. But that's Ares for you, so what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get Ares posed for my final thoughts, and we'll wrap up this review, so sit tight everyone. So here we have Ares posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like the way this Build-A-Figure came out, and I'm kind of disappointed we didn't get a Doomsday like this. I kind of want a Doomsday like this now. I hope that we either get a Steppenwolf or a Doomsday for the Justice League movie. But I really like the way Ares came out. Ares is a really fantastic addition to my collection. And, you know, we need more awesome looking villains in our DC movie displays. And Ares looks phenomenal. I kind of wish he had a cape now. But that's probably something that he doesn't even have in the movie. So it is just a little nitpick here. Now, I do know at the time I'm recording this video, there are 2 other figures coming out that will give Ares more pieces to him. He's going to come with a shield and then 2 more swords that have a fiery effect. When I get those figures, I will do a short update video of Ares, but for now, this is the standard figure you get with the basic 4 Wonder Woman figures. Now, the Wonder Woman Multiverse figures are hitting shelves now. At the time I'm making this video, they are available at Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, Kmart. So be on the lookout for these figures if you're a fan of the Wonder Woman movie or you want to have this really awesome figure in your collection. You're going to have to pick up all 4 figures. And with that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews. All my Wonder Woman figures and my DC Multiverse figures are also up, so go ahead and check those out. And while you're at it, go ahead and let me know what you think of Ares down in the comments. As always, tell me if there's a figure you would like to see me review, and if there's a spot for it in my collection, I will definitely have a look at it. And until next time, I'm KingofDragons 5000, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, everyone.
My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.